Hello Internet, welcome back to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. The last episode we started setting up our park. We built this very crappy roller coaster. I mean, it's not crappy. As far as stats go, it's not super terrible. It's not good. The excitement is not where I would like it. But it was relatively cheap and it's 10 bucks a head to get in. So we are earning some money. We're going to unpause. And in between episodes, I pulled up the ride calculator on my other screen, so I should be able to, without having to stop and put a cut in the video, I should be able to pull that up and show you that. Not show you that, but it will enable me to continue talking whilst I do that, so you're not looking at a weird cut or anything like that. We are doing okay. Our finances are probably not in great shape. We are paying $160 a month in our loan interest, because we had to take out loans to finish that ride. I think what we want to do is recoup a little bit of that money before we go and expand the park any further. And the current scenario that we're doing does not have a time limit. It's just based on achieving a ride income of $10,000 a month, which honestly should not be super hard with a few coasters. We're currently at about $1,500 to $1,600 a month on ride income, and we just added this, which will bump that somewhat. We are currently researching thrill rides and stalls, which is a launched free fall car, which is another high nausea ride. We are in a relatively small, I thought this was vomit previously. This is actually the sand tile. And we do have a relatively limited space for the park currently, so I don't think vomit is a huge issue. I did want to give us the it's a gentle ride, the observation tower, because I have been told that this one, when put near water and scenery, I saw online, has a pretty high excitement. So I think what we want to do is build this here at the water. We want to lower, no, we want it a little further away. That way we can put the pads up there on that incline without too much hassle, I think. Should be doable. It's unfortunately not really near scenery, but we will make it just a small, relatively small tower so that it goes up and comes down relatively quickly. We'll put the exit here and we'll go up. Hopefully we can exit this ride pretty well with the ramps, but let's test that before we move forward. Move this way. We're going to put the path and we're going to go up immediately, and then we'll see if we can connect this thing here. Excellent. Okay, so and we should be able to do that exact same thing with the queue. Can we go up immediately? Great. And we'll flatten this out and we'll even duck it around a little bit so that we can get some extra space out of it. And I think that will do. And then this just requires, that's all that this requires. So let's open this and we'll check the excitement, and then we may put some trees and things around it just so that we kind of have the benefit of that as well. In fact, what we should have done is built that over here so that it also got a benefit of being near track, which also increases its excitement. So we'll check rotating lift mode. It should not be a super long ride. Let's check the stats on this. The ride time is 10 seconds, so that should be able to be something. I'm seeing cowboy hats. Look at their foam hats that they bought. Extremely low excitement. So I think if we put more scenery here, we are kind of in a jungle area, so we're going to go with jungle. How much? It does not display the price of these items. Can only build this on land. I thought there was a way of placing this on top of water, but I guess that is not the case. So unfortunately it would require us to raise the land. I do not know if that's worth the small bump in excitement we would get. What do we put? I mean, we're jungle. We don't want like Roman theming. Signs and items for footpaths, gardens. I mean, don't they need to be watered and stuff? I think trees don't require water. So we'll just put close to the thing. Maybe it gets a benefit from these things just from being close by. I don't know that that's really something that actually works that way. So unfortunately, it looks like the roller coaster is going to continue being our main source of income. There are people trickling in. It's not terribly exciting. 2.68, low nausea, low intensity. It is additional money, so I do think it will pay for itself, even if it's not anything special. Let's, in fact, I will do the ride calculator just to see what that thing thinks. Let me grab my other keyboard here. So we're looking at an observation tower. Its excitement is 2.68. Its intensity, that's the wrong mouse. Its intensity is 0, so we'll plop a 0 in there. And then we have 0.2 on the nausea rating. And we should be able to charge, if it's brand new, $6. And then what I've been basing it on is kind of like 40 months because I don't want to have to micromanage this too much. So we should be able to put this price up around $4, and which seems absurd to me, but we'll make it $3.50. Oh, the wrong keyboard again. Okay, gonna have to get used to having two keyboards. This is not something I typically do. I just plugged in the other keyboards. Let's see if children are still willing to pay this. Based on this calculator, they should, and that looks fine. So that's a little extra income. In fact, that's pretty substantial for what is a very brief, very short ride. So I like that a lot. Seeing foam cowboy hats, we've not seen anything about the umbrellas yet because it is yet to rain. We are earning money there. How are we doing in the subs and drink department? We're making a little bit of money from the sub shop, and we're making negative money from the drink stall. That's unfortunate. I would think that thirst would be one of the highest, most quickly degrading stat of all the guests, but that may not be correct. Excellent. Dropped my keyboard. Lovely. It's the old crappy keyboard anyway. Yeah, so I got a new computer pretty recently, and it came with pretty okay mouse. It has additional buttons on it, which I really like. I just bought a mouse that had extra thumb buttons for like MMOs and stuff. And came with a pretty nice mouse, and the keyboard it came with is excellent. I really like this keyboard. It has, the buttons are a little raised, too high for me, in my opinion, but it comes with a numpad, which I really like having a numpad, and the F1 through F12 keys actually don't have additional functions. So like I tried playing Deus Ex on my old keyboard, and unfortunately F1 to F12 all had additional functions. So if I turned on my light, which was F12, it would like toggle my music in the background, and I really hated that. So it's really nice to have a new nice keyboard. Still earning tons of money from our roller coaster. $2,600 in the bank. I do not think we're at a position where we can buy more things yet. I think we'll speed up time and unlock the freefall car, and then we will place that here somewhere, and then we will start looking into building another coaster, because the freefall car should be relatively inexpensive. That's not until September. Let's go to very fast speed. We'll just let our money pop up. Again, this roller coaster is our primary income, although the observation tower is no slouch either. So we're up around 3,000. Oh my god, it's still August 6th. Go much faster. Is there a keyboard shortcut? I thought in one of the videos I saw online, someone had it going like 120 times speed. I actually don't see that available, and I do not know how well this holds up in the recording. To be going at such a quick speed. So hopefully that looks okay to you. Obviously the floating text is basically not visible, and it's just the background noise of the cash register. Here we are in September. We'll go ahead and slow this down again. Go to quick speed. I think when you have full research, it will always come on the exact date that it's expected. So tomorrow we should get this car. Any day now. Oh, okay, so I could talk about... Oh, we unlocked the Sujura stall. Why? It said launched freefall car. Why? Why did that happen? Oh, we got both? Sujungwa. Okay, don't judge me. I don't know how to speak Korean. Stall selling Sujura drinks. Interesting. We already have a drink stand, unfortunately. Includes scenery, which is unavailable. Around $600 for this. Intensity is pretty high. Excitement's pretty high. Nausea is pretty mediocre. Is a little high, to be honest. I think this might be a little too much, but it's only $600. Oh, that's way too high. We're gonna build one ourselves, because this is a ride that does have very high nausea and things. We're gonna place this. I think right here is fine. We'll put the queue on the left, and we'll put the path connection right there. So we'll go up 80, we'll go 90 feet. Place the entrance on this side. Oh, we're too close, I think. There's no quick way to demolish all that. Let's trash this. We only got $300 back. Hopefully that was about the cost of it. We want this like one tile further. We'll put it back here. I mean, yeah. Yeah. And then if we have to put... I don't know where to put this. We'll make it right here. I think it's fine. We'll go 80 feet. We'll put the entrance here, and we'll wrap it through here. And then we'll put the exit here, and we'll put a path here. That way we can still fit a ride right here if we need to. And we'll put the exit right here. And this looks fine. So what we want to do first is test this. We'll go 38 miles an hour. We don't want it to shoot off. Oh Lord, it's just because the speed is on super fast. I thought it was gonna fly off. So how did that do? Oh, we didn't finish the test. Let's check the stats. Yeah, it's a little scary that it goes so fast. We don't have any mechanics. So let's pause the game. I forgot to hire mechanics. So he's auto-placed. I think 1 is okay for the moment. We'll hire 2, I think. Just to guarantee that, you know, if 2 things break down simultaneously, we're not losing tons of money by being shut down for long periods of time. Medium, high, medium. Okay, that's not super good, but I think it's acceptable. And the drop we learned in the last park is a little bit too intense. I think that that's a fine path. And then we will put a secondary path right here, which we will immediately put benches on because kids are going to be getting off and being sick right here. So we'll go ahead and put a lot of benches, and then we'll put some trash cans as well, just to keep things nice and orderly. We'll go ahead and open this. For now, we'll change the color scheme. I really don't like the white. I mean, that doesn't look great either, but it's because of the red in the background. Oh, that's ugly. Let's go gray in the center stock. And then the exterior car thing will make... Yeah, purple seems fine. And then the car itself, we'll keep the white and we'll go with purple. Seems fine. I actually don't like that this is black. We'll go ahead and make this purple as well. No, that's so ugly though. We'll go bright purple. I think being a bright ride actually adds to things. And then we will also add scenery here to make this a little bit more exciting. We're going to continue with the jungle theming. Put a tree back here. Put some shrubberies around because, again, I believe that you... let's make sure we didn't cut off the path. We literally can't see back there. Okay, let's put a path down just to verify. Oh, it's right there. I can see it. Okay. And then we will put some more in front, but we don't want to block this area too much because we want the kids to be able to, like, we want to be able to put another ride in here if need be. Put up these big old Feed Me Seymour looking plants. So let's take a look at this thing now. I don't know if that actually increased the excitement or not. You have the benefit of pausing the video and having a look. I don't, but let's check out for the ride calculator. Let me get my keyboard back up. Sorry if that was loud. Oh no. Gotta keep eyes on the park while we're doing this. Yeah, 4-2. Okay. I mean, it's not unexciting. This is a launched free fall. It has an excitement of 4.23, which seems pretty good. 6.5, I mean, it's not really good. 6.51 is very high for intensity. Not very high, but pretty high. And then a medium nausea rating. Based on this, as it was just opened, we should be able to charge $16 for it. We're not going to do that because I think it's outrageous to charge that kind of money. So we'll once again go with the 40-month value, which is $11, which to me seems absurdly high. And when I... Oh, that's the wrong keyboard again. $11. And when I played this as a kid, I don't think I ever charged more than like $4 for a ride. So it's really interesting for me to look at this ride calculator and say, like, man, I was way off. And part of the reason that we can place these so high, ooh, that zooms, and I was not really aware of that, is because we're not currently charging admission for our park. If we charged even $1 for our park, it would change the amount that we could set our rides to. Now, I'm noticing no children are going into this ride. Are you just low on money? No, you have money. Why are you kids not riding? Looks too intense. I'm not thirsty. I'm not paying that much to go on an unpleasant experience. Okay, so we will lower this price point. We'll call it $7.50. Seems very reasonable to me. $3 drop, and now we're getting kids in again. I'm not really sure why that change happened. We're only on year 1, and the ride price should not have gone down until... I set it pretty low comparatively, and I set it to that 40-month window. So I would have expected that to maintain for a little longer. Just as a precaution, we will lower the price of this as well, because this was also set very high for what it is. And I think everything else is pretty accurately priced with the exception of the freefall car. And if we notice that line begin to empty, we will lower that price as well. So we have about $4,000. We will wait to find something flat to put there, like a flat ride to put there. None of these are particularly good. I don't really want any of these. And so we don't really have access to any other flat rides. I think we're going to build the dinghy slide because that seems like something I would like when I was a child. And we're currently unlocking the t-shirt stall, which is not super valuable to me in my opinion. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to build a dinghy slide. I think we're going to build it in this area over here and try to make it a relatively compact ride. Because I don't think we want like a huge extreme... Like this one ended up being a very sprawling ride, and it basically blocks us from expanding over this way. And I don't want that to happen over here. And we could nip that in the bud by building a path immediately so that we know we cannot cross that boundary. But unfortunately, we're going to need to flatten some land again, which was extremely expensive. It was like $10,000 per big chunk. Let's down $104. 360, 620. I mean, that's relatively flat. I think that will do for now. And we will flatten this area as well, just to even things out just a little bit. We don't need to go perfectly level. We can have some of these dips. It's not a big deal. Why don't we also build the t-shirt stall while we're here? Since I just saw it was unlocked. Souvenir t-shirts. We don't have anything like that kind of merch in the park yet. So we'll go ahead and build that. $3 for a t-shirt seems perfectly reasonable to me. I don't think I've ever spent more than $4 on a t-shirt or so, because I'm just not that kind of guy. I just don't care. I don't need all these band shirts and all this special crap that people get. Do we just want to go with a pre-built one? The excitement on these is abysmal. I don't really understand why it's so low. I think I would rather build a custom one because that's where the fun is anyway. So go ahead and build this straight. No, we need the station piece first. And we're going to build it this way, I think. We'll build it a lot closer. Oh, but this is elevated? If we build it elevated, we actually have to build up to the entrance and exit. I think that will be okay. So we'll go ahead and I think that's enough. I don't really know how many dinghies fit on any given thing. We'll go ahead and we'll head up. We'll go ahead and see if we can lower and turn at the same time. We actually can't in this particular ride. Can we chain around a corner? We cannot. So we have to go down immediately. So let's go down a few tiles. Let's level out and turn it because we don't want to eat up all this space. In fact, let's do a turn that is encompassed just because you can fly off of this ride and I don't really want that to happen. Hopefully they have enough momentum to carry them through here. We'll go ahead and we'll go down. We'll open back up at the bottom. We'll go back up in a thing because we don't want them to bunny hop or anything. We'll level out. We'll make a wide turn. It's a little early for that turn, I think. We'll go back down to level out with the existing area. We'll curve this bad boy. 30 feet, 15 feet. So we need to go down again. 10 feet. How are we supposed to get to 15 feet if it goes down in increments of 10 or 5? Wait a minute. 10 feet. Oh, we went too low. Gotcha. Okay, so we'll go back to 15 feet. Then we'll level out. We'll go with a wide turn. We'll head straight, and this should just connect to the station. We should be able to open that up as well. And I think that will do. So let's put entrance, exit, and let's test this to make sure that we don't lose momentum anywhere. I doubt this is an extremely exciting ride, but it is something. We'll go ahead and click so we're on the boat camera, and we will... Everybody got umbrellas, so great. We're selling a lot of umbrellas. This is usually a pretty good money maker. How is our drink stand doing? That's t-shirts. Already making money. Oh, he made it. Okay, he almost didn't make it over the hill, which is a little concerning, but he ultimately did make it. Let's check our excitement and whatnot. Probably not going to be very high. Wow, super bad. That's even lower than the pre-built. 4.7. Maybe we should just build this one because we know it works. Let's go ahead and scrap this. 1,600 bucks back in our pocket is not terrible. We did get a pop-up. I didn't see merry-go-round is broken down. Okay. This is also broken down? Why? It's literally brand new. 95% reliability. Okay. And the merry-go-round broke down again? How are you... You're not bad. How's the roller coaster doing on reliability? We do kind of want to refurbish things as they become older. We don't want to risk anyone getting hurt. Nope, that's... Thought if I held the button down it wouldn't trigger, but it triggered anyway. So we'll go ahead and see if we can orient this. Can we... Yeah, I didn't like where the position of the entrance and such is. So I think this is fine. It seems like it fits really well here, actually. And we do want those paths to be low-ish. So we'll go ahead and do this. We will open it. And let's create our path here. I don't love that they're going to be different colored paths, but... Okay, so we're going to go from this one instead. There we go. And, yeah. So now we have kids, and now we have an elevated path. We can stretch out into the jungle if we need to. Let us check the price and stats on this baby. No results yet. It's open. Let's, we have dinghies. 6 boats is the maximum, I think. You would think, because I don't know that there could fit very many more in here. I think the coloration is good. I actually do not like the yellow boats. Let's go... Yeah, teal. Teal works. Sure, it kind of matches the ride. Matches this station platform and whatnot. Okay, so let's... We're not going to get those stats until we come down. Let's go ahead and watch this kid take a ride. Okay. Got the tubes to prevent them from shooting up over the sides. Come all the way around. Yeah, pretty exciting. Much better than the ride I tried to put together. I think my problem is that I try to maneuver too much to connect to the end instead of thinking about like what's fun and what's the most exciting. I tend to go with like if it works and it gets to the end, I'm fine with it. And that's not really how you should do things. So how are we doing? Lines are still full. Queue for the observation tower seems like it's extremely low. Is that a price thing? Let's look at their thoughts. Thoughts? Thoughts. Path is disgusting. Oh, there's tons of vomit. What am I paying you handymen for? I have 2 handymen. Let's just hire some more because I really hate that. I've already got umbrella. No, the whole group, please. Demon drop is really good value. It's too crowded here. I've already got a park map. I'm running out of cash. Chubby Checker was great. I want to go on something more thrilling than the tower. But nothing about it being too expensive. So it's just that it's not very thrilling, right? Okay, so we should be able to up the price of this now. No, I don't want that child. I don't care about that child. So we're on a dinghy ride. Is that what it's called? Dinghy slide. Grab my keyboard again. Oop. Hit my mic, which previously I've unplugged my mic by mistake by doing that. So hopefully that's not an issue. 5.91 intensity, 3.56 nausea. And according to this, the ride is only worth about $3. Oh, no, I clicked the charge entry button by mistake. So because we're not charging entry to the park, we can charge about $12 for this ride currently, which is too much money, in my opinion. So once again, we'll go with the 40-month price, which is about $8.60. So we'll just go $8. I really don't believe in charging every single penny that I can. People are complaining that it is too crowded here, which is absolutely true. What I should have done is connect this path here to give them a, the ability to go around the park instead of these spokes here. Yeah, because we basically have three main paths. We go up where everybody goes, we go left where everybody goes, and we go right where everybody goes. We do not have a means for them to traverse from one side to the other. So that's an example of my lack of forethought. Currently, we're pulling in about $3,000 a month from ride sales, which is great. I would really like to flatten more of this area. I would also like to flatten the area directly behind here so that we can loop the path around and possibly expand more in that direction. And similarly, we're going to want to connect this path to this path. So I think what we will do, since we have some cash and it doesn't really matter, let's put a tunnel through here and we will head up to the surface. Cannot build footpath leader. Okay, so we have to really cannot tell what tile that is. So unfortunately, we're going to lose some of the benefit of having an underground path, which is to look cool and be exciting. Okay, so that's not the correct tile. Footpath in the way. So it should be the next one. I don't understand what the issue is. Razor lower land first. I cannot see. Is it this? Oh, it's kind of highlighted, so maybe it's this one? Okay. I mean, that is hideous, and I wish it hadn't had to look like that. But we will continue doing this, and we'll bring this path up. See, I just cannot see. There's a tree in the way. Let's rotate again. It's this one. I didn't even see this when I was looking at it. Let's flatten out. See, now we're too high. Why are we so high? Maybe it just looks high from this direction. Let's push this. Let's get this tree out of here. Let's push this all the way towards this direction so we can have like a little loop here, which will hopefully alleviate some of, we're going to need to go up again, alleviate some of this path's congestion. Oh, we are too high. My mistake. Child, back off. Trying to come through. There we go. My dog is crying because my relative just got home. Don't worry about that. He's fine, I promise. So we no longer really need to be developing shops. I think we have a lot of shops. We're also going to jump up to maximum funding, which will unlock things more quickly. I think we'll go thrill rides. We do want to build another coaster in the near future. As the novelty of this coaster wears off, we're going to need another way to get a lot of income. And most of the roller coasters we have are not very good. The hyper coaster I think is pretty good, but unfortunately is like super intense, if I recall correctly. Tall, non-inverting roller coaster with large drops, high speed, and comfortable trains with only lap bar restraints. Spiral lift hills and smooth twisting drops. We could do that. This seems like something that would take up a small amount of space because we could chain lift on a circle. And suspended coasters, I think, make people really sick. Wild Mouse, I think, spins as you go down the track, which is weird. Or maybe its main draw is that it's just a single train. And then Wooden Roller Coaster in our last game was a big moneymaker because of the on-ride photo, the additional benefit of the on-ride photo. So we may want to do something about that in the future. Our grass is starting to grow. I think if we just click... Yeah, I remember this from when I was a kid. Instead of having guys mow the lawn, you could just go to the dig tool and click, and it will manicure the lawn, even though it doesn't cost you anything. So I think we'll do that for now, just because trying to get our guys to mow the lawns in this area would be a freaking nightmare. Yeah. Oh, and they let the dogs out, so now they're going to be barking. We could call the episode here, I think. So let's go ahead and pause the game. So yeah, I think we're doing okay. I think a lot of my own design choices are very questionable, and I'm still learning kind of how to expand the park in a layout that's reasonable. I kind of wish some of these beginner areas were a little bit more flatland, because I find flattening the land is a huge expenditure. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. I think the ride calculator is helping us earn a lot more money than we would if I didn't use it, because I'd have everything set to $1 or $2. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying this series. I, of course, will be back with more RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 in the near future. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you in the next one.